These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Houston Texans and the Denver Broncos. That'll be taken in the end zone. They'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line.
On the double. 50-61, matchbox right.
Throwing on first down. Dyson, man open. He's got it complete to Cortland Sutton. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. A good safe pass there right off the bat.
That's almost a rhythm play. That's what we like to call it. Get them into rhythm early, something safe, something they're confident about, something they feel good. And once that's completed, then you just keep moving from there because the confidence elevates. Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, Dyson, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. J.J. Watt able to record his 5th sack of the season.
This offensive line has struggled. In fact, when we sat down with the coach, he said it's been in tatters lately. They allowed 6 sacks in their last game. Just gave up another one right there.
In tatters, so sounds a little bit like this right now.
Exactly. It's like that paper being ripped. And right now, they've got to find a way to get it back together.
That one covers 29 yards. First down.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
Looking to throw. Dyson. And he will find his man on the outside. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. A Bronco first down there, 12 yards on the play.
6-6, roll it high. Rush in. Check. Fresno. Hey, Alpha.
On first down, Dyson. He's going to take a shot for the... And this is caught for a Bronco touchdown. A 24-yard touchdown. And the Broncos take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive. Cody Parkey is on now for the point after. And he's got it. 7-0 Broncos. Now after the score, it's Parkey on to kick it away. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone.
Let's go.
Watson will bring up the Texans here, 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. They'll run it here. This is Marlon Mack. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stop that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Tackles, tackle. 56 to Mike, boy. 56. Check 56.
Watson. And now he'll tuck it and run. Deshaun Watson, so multi-dimensional, able to scramble for the first.
Well, he did a nice job keeping his eyes downfield, waiting for someone to get open. But once the pressure forced his eyes down to see the rush, it was time to make a break for it.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Give him 17 on the pickup there, and the Texans also get a new set of downs.
17 yards. First down, Houston.
So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 47.
3 down, 3 down.
They'll try the air now with Watson. Almost able to intercept it. That's one he would have liked to have held on to on his first drive. Instead, 2nd down. He was all over that route defensively. Now, they had 2 picks last week as a unit. Couldn't quite grab that one.
Patience, Grasshopper. Patience. It's early in this game, but you like the fact that they're around the football early. They're going to be upset they didn't haul that one in, but at least they're there at the moment of truth to make a play on it.
By the way, where did the grasshopper thing come from? I know it's been around for a long time.
Yeah, you know, I'll have to tell you that some other time.
All right, back to football. It'll be a gain of 6, and all of a sudden here, it's 3rd down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
To throw is Watson. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 17. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Well, when you start thinking of guys that are in the mix for Defensive Player of the Year, I think you use him as Exhibit A. Maybe he's not the leading guy right now, but he's at least on the periphery and deserves to be in the discussion.
And because of that, he's looking at a game today where in order to make that big move and maybe become the guy, he needs multiple takeaways, multiple big plays, things that get our attention and reverberate for weeks to come.
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6.
Ready?
They'll run it now out of the gun. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched him more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Broncos 1st down.
I don't care who you put on him. He's going to be a handful in one-on-one throws.
Yeah, right now, you're right. They're in man-to-man. Maybe needs some safety help.
I would say that'd be a good idea. Double team him somehow. I'm going to have to make someone else beat me rather than let him shred my defense.
And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line.
60 yards.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. To throw on 2nd down. Dyson. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back. Complete. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. That one good for 13 and a Denver 1st down.
Good route, good pickup for 1st down yardage. And that is a tough one to cover. The angle route, because a running back getting out of the backfield, if you're trying to cover that, especially if you're in the linebacker spot and you're seeing this play develop, he heads out towards the flat first, and that often gets you to overcommit running in that direction. Then he cuts back up inside you into the middle of the field. That's what we just saw there for a nice pickup.
At their 49-yard line.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
Bravo. Pilot, 64, weak.
From the gun, Dyson. He almost had it. The big D lineman nearly had an interception. Instead, it falls down incomplete. Defensively, celebration time because they finally forced an incompletion. He was perfect throwing the ball to that point.
Yeah, but from his viewpoint, they didn't force the incompletion. He just missed. That's how hot he is right now, and that's how he wants to continue to throw the ball.
He's got a man. It's Sutton that's complete. And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans' 32-yard line.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route. Drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Now a handoff looking right. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11.
Hey, Zoo. Now.
Operating from the gun, Dyson, and down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line. Shaq Thompson, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. And now they're looking for 19 yards here on 3rd down following 2 negative plays.
Out.
From the gun, Dyson. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. They're going for a receiver there. Already has 1 touchdown in this first half. A second one not to be.
I like where their headspace is, though. I mean, I really like the thought process, right? You got a guy who's already scored one, right? You want to go back to him, continue the hot hand, and make them adjust to you defensively. I like what they were trying to get done, even though they weren't successful.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go.
DeAndre Hopkins, he's all alone. Touchdown, Houston. DeAndre Hopkins, an 80-yard touchdown as they are now on the board here in the first half. 1 play, 80 yards. Pretty easy drive to recap.
It certainly is, but not so easy to execute. Starting on your own 20, you want something to kickstart your drive and get it off to a nice start. They went for the whole thing and got it. That's a great way to send a message to the opposing team.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win first down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on first down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating first downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
On 1st and 10. Dyson, quick hitter here, it's complete. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Broncos first down. This quarterback now 9 of 11 passing in this first half. He's got his guys at 1st and 10. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
Not much happening there on first down.
I thought there might have been a hole for a split second.
Yeah, but it dried up pretty quickly, didn't it? Closed fast.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Here's a 2nd and 7. He completes this to Sutton. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. All knotted up at 7.
We got this.
And And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
Sorry, we get slap happy up here sometimes. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
Nothing fancy on first down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, he often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for second down, staying ahead of schedule.
Christian travel. SOS.
Now the Georgia Southern man. This is Jarek McKinnon. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive. You mentioned very early on the need to establish a running game for this young QB. They really haven't been able to do that, though, in the first half.
So that means what in halftime? Adjustments time, right? Figure out what they are, figure out the things that they really want to accomplish, and who to run behind. Which are your better blockers? Find those guys and get in that direction.
Now the throw on third down, knocked away and incomplete. Jonathan Jones that time, the one who got a hand in, knocked it away. More problems here on third down. They've converted only once so far in this first half.
And you know as well as I do in this league, if you don't win on third down, it makes it hard to win a ball game because then you're relying on your defense, you're relying on your special teams. You've got to get it done with your offensive unit.
So they put together a good little drive there, but ultimately stalling out in the red zone.
Yeah, I know a lot of people look at it as a little bit of a negative. They didn't get 6 points out of it, right? Didn't get the touchdown. But that's actually okay. They got 3 points, able to give their defense a little bit of rest, let them settle down over there. So all in all, to me, that's a good drive.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. You're down 3 under a minute to go. How aggressive are you going to be in this spot?
Not as aggressive as I probably would want.
It got his man complete. And all the way down to the 35. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. So that changes things a bit. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way down at the 35. A shotgun snap for Watson. He's going to look deep down the field. This is caught. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. A very nice pickup of 33 yards. They isolate Hopkins on the left side. So it's 1st and goal and a great opportunity to get that lead back before the break. Out of the gun, Watson. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. Will Fuller was the intended target, but it'll be 2nd and goal. They'll go again from the 3 here on 2nd and goal. To the air yet again. Watson to the end zone, but knocked away and incomplete. They come out here in the eye. 3rd down and goal. This Denver defense trying to hold up for one more play. try to punch it in with Howard. And he gets into the end zone. Touchdown, Houston. Jordan Howard in the final seconds of the first half. And the Texans have retaken the lead. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead is now 14-10.
14. Broncos 10.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And to no one's surprise here in Denver, that'll carry through the back of the end zone for a touchback. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. Likely time for just one final play, and then it'll be off to the locker room to talk about how they can erase this deficit.
Yeah, and I think a lot of people look at it and go, well, maybe you take a shot here. Maybe you get some momentum going into the half. What's the flip side of that? You do something crazy, quarterback gets hit, ball comes free, and now you're down an even bigger margin. Go ahead and take this one, go to the locker room, start over.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
You draw quarters. No. Let's go.
Not wanting to take a chance this time, they'll keep it on the ground. And he will perhaps get back to the line of scrimmage, but that's it. And time has run out on this first half. So we've reached halftime here in a 4-point game. As now we send you out to Orlando and hook back up with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Bradley Chubb, it's his 20th sack of the season as he continues what could be a record-setting campaign. Now following the sack, they'll come up here on a 2nd down and 12. Here's Watson. And this one complete to Will Fuller. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. They get 14 on that one. Good for a Houston first down. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. From the gun, here's Watson. He's going to float this one deep right side. That's caught at the 25. Watson hitting Fuller with a big one, and even 40 yards. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Now Watson from the gun, he'll throw. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked by Ronnie Harrison. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. Open man, that's Noah Fant, the tight end. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. Great way to start the drive. 20 big ones at a 1st down. This quarterback now 13 out of 17 throwing the ball. He's got a 1st down. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
Check 50, check 50.
22 jet bomber, 22 jet bomber.
Kill.
Hey, Charlie. Yo, jet 2.
2nd and 4. And he's going to have the hook up to Sutton. That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run.
Quarterbacks love slant routes because the receivers are breaking right into their line of vision, and receivers love them as well because they're getting the ball on the move and able to catch it and try and get upfield and gain additional yardage.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And able to get him inside the 5 here, just inside the 5 to about the 4. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Brings up 2nd and 3.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Dyson. And that is caught. Touchdown, Denver. From 4 yards out. And the Broncos have once again taken the lead. And all about timing there on that short slant, Charles.
Exactly right. That was timed up so well. The route, the throw, touchdown.
Parkey with the extra point, and it's now 17-14. Now after the score, it's Parkey on to kick it away. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone.
The Texans take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And in enemy territory last time through the interception. We'll see what they do on this drive.
Can't wait to see how it alters what they decide to do in play calling. Do they continue to throw the ball? Do they want to lean more on the running game? It'll be interesting to see.
The ball comes out. It's picked up by the Broncos. Oh, he's got some breathing room. There he goes right side. And this is going to be brought back for a Denver touchdown. This was a close game. They needed a little breathing room. Boy, they got it right there on that return for a touchdown.
Yeah, we would say that this could be huge. Forget it. It was huge. Gave him a comfortable lead.
Parkey adds the extra point, and his guys will take a 10-point lead. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone.
The Texans take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And let's just say they're going to be looking to start over on this drive. A few moments ago, they were in the exact situation, but their first play led to a fumble that was returned for 6.
Yeah, you definitely have to have a short memory to play in the NFL. You got to remember what you did wrong so you don't repeat it. But you can't dwell on it because then you will repeat it, and that's what you don't want to do.
And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Dayon Buchanan. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops. Well, that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season, because here we are in
Season of
December.
giving.
Right, it is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating certain amounts to charity for each interception that he threw.
Throwing to start the drive. Dyson. That's going to be caught. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. Cortland Sutton, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Broncos turn that interception into a touchdown. Parkey with the extra point. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. Now after the score, it's Parkey on to kick it away. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone.
The Texans take over 1st and 10
Let's go!
at their own 25-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And last time, one play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling, because a one-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, you got a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
On first down, it's Watson. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. Now a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
And now offensively it's 3rd and 10, and I'm just thinking to myself, actors always say, what's my motivation before a big scene? Right now the play caller's thinking, what have I done before that's worked well that I can go to right now?
Yeah, because they were pretty successful in the first half scoring points. Haven't done anything so far here in the second half. Being chased, and he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Sua Cravens gets in there to drop him for a loss of 13 yards, and it's also 4th down now. Here now, Johnny Townsend, as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. No returning this one. It sails out of bounds, and they'll spot it right at the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the third quarter. Your 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
Steps away to his left. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down.
Come on, set.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Get that ball.
Back to throw. Dyson. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And they'll blow that one up back at the 16-yard line. Call it a loss of 2 on the play. And that's going to make it 4th down. And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. And no return possible here as they angle this one out of bounds.
At their own 26-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away. Under pressure now, Watson, and down he goes. Bradley Chubb in there for the sack, and that is now 21 for him on the year. Wow, what a season. Welcome back now to Denver. It's Texans football, but they trail here as we get started in the 4th quarter. After the sack on first down, Watson, he gets it to Thomas. Thomas barreling ahead, and down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. The catch and run, good for 18 and a first down. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10.
56.
Here's Watson, operating from the gun. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. That's good for a Texan first down, a 12-yard pickup. So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 48-yard line. Here's Watson, and Thomas has it. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. A fresh set of downs on a gain of 13 there for the Texans.
56. Check 56.
Don't get nervous.
56 is Mike. 56 is the Mike.
All day. Every day.
Watson on first down. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Sua Cravens with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. That turnover might just about do it. Here, 4th quarter, the lead that you've got, they can just run the football, run the clock.
Exactly right.
The Red Sea parts, and there he goes. 30. 20, 10, and all the way home for a Broncos score. A big play there. 88 yards. And the Broncos push further out in front. And that run massively increased his production in this game, and now he's over 100 yards.
And break out your calculator, partner, because his yards per carry went up significantly, right? Big-time jaunt all the way to the end zone.
That's fielded in the end zone. Nifty move. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And the interception last time on the opponent's side of the field, certainly not what they wanted.
Put it mildly, that is so frustrating because that signifies there's a drive going on. You're in a good spot, great place to run some of your best offense. Instead, they turn the ball over.
Yeah, turned the ball over last time. See if they can avoid doing it here. Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in.
And my goodness, another interception. It's Chris Harris with a pick. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the second week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirts.
Yeah, he better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out. And he's got room. 34 yards there and a first down.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the 4th as it was way back in the 1st, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down.
2nd and goal at the 7-yard line.
Now from the 7, here's 2nd and goal.
I'm coming after you.
Ready?
And they give this time to the tailback. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down. On this day, the ground has been his, but at least on that individual play, we just saw the defense finally with a win.
Yeah, they finally got one, and that's a win for them, but all game long, he's seen the holes, and they've been huge for him. Kind of like a baseball hitter in the zone. The ball seems bigger, and he's just whacking it. These guys, they got it going today.
Looking to throw. Dyson, the quick slant caught. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. A terrific job there to keep him out of the end zone. And now it'll be 4th and goal. And Parkey's kick is good. And that will extend their lead even further. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it? This
fielded a few yards into the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Now, they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is relief.
And now here is another interception. It's Chris Harris with a pick. And he will score. Touchdown, Denver. Defensively, they've had their way in this one. That pick six makes that scoreboard even more lopsided.
I remember talking with a guy in the league, and I said, what are you doing when the game's like this? You know, it's pretty much over. You ready to go to the bench and hang out? He said, oh, heck no. I want to stay on the field. I might get some stats. I might get a pick or two.
You like being out there at the end of these wide margins.
When they have to throw it, that gives you more opportunities to go get it.
Parkey adds the extra point, and the lead will swell by one more. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, you know, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And if we kept having a rough patch, he said, but you've got to do something
Heads up.
to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Throwing again is Watson. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. It's a gain of 9 yards. And that is going to set up a 3rd and 1.
Brings up 3rd down.
And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair. They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all. And now they're looking at 3rd down here. So it's Texans football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over.
36.
Faking the give. Now Watson. He's going to let it fly. This is caught inside the 15. And they're going to have this way down deep in Denver territory. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Watson looks to throw again. And my goodness, another interception. Sua Cravens with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used a calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot, they're trying to figure out what they can do to change it, and sometimes they try too hard, and they never get out of it. And that's where he is right now. He's just locked in a really bad way.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down.
Two times. Hey, we got 4. We got 4 down. 4 down. Out. Showing it. He's checking.
Get it.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's going to be taken down shy of the 10, right around the 9-yard line. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in the fourth.
Ready up.
41 Mike. I'm going to run you over. Check.
Pilot, 64, weak. Hit it.
Back to throw. Dyson got a man open. It's Sutton. And he'll go out of bounds. Looks like right at the 15. They call his number again. It's his 6th catch and a first down.
You must be dreaming.
First and 10 at the 15-yard line.
Everyone come.
Deep river.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And a short gain across the 15 to the 17-yard line. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this fourth quarter.
At the 17-yard line.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
I got one.
Right up.
And to give this time to the tailback. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. The Texans going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play.
5.
And they take a knee. So this offense, which was humming all game, ends on a negative play. We didn't see many of those as he takes the knee, but what an explosion and a good win.
Can we call it a negative positive play?
There you go.
An oxymoron to end the ball game.
And they can watch the clock go down and celebrate the victory. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for Denver, it's an important win for their playoff hopes as they move to 8-5. And they'll hit the road next week to take on the Buffalo Bills. Meanwhile, for the Texans, you wonder what this will do to their playoff prospects as they fall to 8-5. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports.
From Prada, rolling up. I'm in a brand new model. It'll be here tomorrow. I don't got fears or problems. Only got real ones round them. Only got. It take a week to count it. Then I'm back up. Name the place and we pack up. Running these racks up. 100 meals a week after. Dying from laughter. When it come to handles, never had one. With a bad one. Made a meal today and they my last one. Oh, I had to get back up. I had to get back up. I can't take no loss. Better call back up. I'm running it down to finish. I don't play, get down to get it. Talk about that, come slide, I'm with it. Better see me now, on God, I'm litty. I know that you